So kind of walk me through like what that looks like to create copy that is persuasive, that does work, but also have those firm boundaries and filters for what you will and won't say.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on this, and I'll just let you ask questions and we can get as detailed as you want, because I do think that there are some very specific, like tangible practices you can do or not do, but from a high level, and I know you've talked about this in some of your other episodes with some of your guests, just like how things have changed. You know, we look at the Mad Men era of the 50s, and then like everybody's got money and we're all spending it in the 80s, and there's just, we've seen a lot of like variations on a theme, and I think that theme has ended and a new one has popped up, and what worked didn't work. And it's not because we now need to try new things and manipulate people differently. It's because our audience is really smart. They've gained a degree of critical thinking about their advertising. They're a little more aware of what goes on in the capitalistic machine. Not everybody, but a lot of people. And also we have more options, so they can be more discerning. So I don't use a lot of old school tactics because they just don't work. And I think that's where it's easy to do like, not this, but that, right? Like that's a little easier. But talking from a more high level strategy perspective, how we come up with the words that do make money. And I'm a launch strategist and copywriter, so I work specifically on like funnels and launches of digital products, courses, group programs, masterminds, like that whole like online business world. And it's very, very different than you know, like e-com or selling a product or something that's either like a lower ticket decision, a lower risk decision. But the copy we write converts really, really well, usually 2 to 3 times industry standards. And I think it is because, not that I'm like the smartest, best copywriter in the world, but it is because the approach is not copy first. So when you're looking at a marketing strategy, whether it's a campaign, whether it's a brand, whether it's just a product, whatever, when you're trying to figure out your messaging strategy, copy is the last thing. So it's always audience, offer, copy. So audience is first and the most important thing. It is more important than your offer and your copy. Then offer is more important than the copy, and the copy is last. So we say that copy is usually can contribute to like 20% of the success of your marketing. Audience is 40%, author is 40%, and that gives you the totality of your conversion. So what we like to do, when I say audience, there's a couple different ways of looking at this. So one way to describe that like formula of like audience, offer, copy is list, offer, copy. So the actual people looking at your offer matter more than the offer, and then the actual offer matters more than the copy. The reason I say audience is because it's not just about starting with the right eyes on the page. It's understanding who those eyes need to be, and then reverse engineering everything from there. So when we're writing a project, you know, typically I'm delivering, you know, a funnel with well over 100 pages typed in copy, because it's a top to bottom, you know, Facebook ads to reg page to all of the thing, to long form sales page, email sequence. We're starting in the research, and it is all external. Like, yes, I study my clients' brand voice and their values and their priorities and their offer and their story. Like, that is important, but not nearly as important to the audience. So I tell my clients, like, I'm an asset for your business. Like, I am going to deliver you things that can make you money even after this project, but I'm your audience's advocate. I'm not your advocate. Not here. Like, I'm here to make you money, but I'm not here to say what you want to say, right? It's a balance. Obviously, I'm collaborating with them. I have a great relationship with my clients. I'm not like forget you, I'm doing what I want. So starting the process is we're diving into the research, and we're studying the audience and really understanding on a very like deep and nuanced level who they are, what they're actively experiencing, what they have experienced in the past, what they've tried in the past, you know, all of these things. It really goes 5 layers past your avatar. Like, I'm like, we're not talking to emojis here, like, or like Sims characters that are just like standing still and bobbing, right? Like, they're not avatars, they're people. And so yeah. It's listening to them and getting that critical mass of information. So we're not just looking at anecdotal evidence, or we're not just listening to one person being like, I'm changing everything, right? It's like getting that that data at mass, analyzing it. This is obviously something like we do it. I don't necessarily think every business owner can spend time doing this, but letting those patterns rise to the top and understanding like what are the top things that most people in this audience are actively expressing, struggling with, wanting, frustrated by, jaded by, let down by, all of those things. Not so that we can like twist a knife, but just understand them, right? And be able to meet them where they are.
Well, hey there. I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Honest Marketing Podcast. If you want to watch the entire episode, you can click right here and watch it right now. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get new videos every single week.